All right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and of course, this is my channel, We Love Comics, but you already know that because you are here. And I want to thank each and every one of you, whether you watch this live or you watch it days, weeks, or months later. I always appreciate your viewership and anybody kind enough to hit the like button. While I'm waiting for people to come in, I always want to remind people to go join that cashback program. There is a link in the description, and there is also a link in the live chat if you are going to be viewing this live. If you could click on the link, which it's free to do, if you sign up and spend $20 on any of the affiliated programs within the first 90 days, you will get a $20 cashback bonus. So just check for restrictions for your area and go check it out. And also, if you signed up about a month and a half ago for the $40 cashback and did not spend the $40, you have 90 days after you signed up to spend that $40, and you'll still get that $40 cashback. So take advantage of that while you can. All right, while I see people are starting to arrive, I want to let people know to join the live chat. Come on in and participate. We'll have your voice heard. You don't even have to be a subscriber, but I always, at the end of the video, I pick at least one, if not two people to be the surprise subscriber shoutouts, and I'll give you the details of what you can do with that once we get there. Save a little time. All right, so let me put on the video camera because I got 3 boxes of comic book runs that I want to show you. And some of these might be books you may want to consider. I bought these a while ago. This one was originally mailed out 12/23/19. So almost 2 years ago, because I was putting stuff, kind of organizing a little bit, and I saw some of these boxes, and I'm like, wow, some of these I haven't opened in a very long time, so now might be the time. Now these, of course, a lot of times when you get comic book runs, sometimes they could sneak in a key book because they may or may not know that a book is key. So I'm not sure if any of these are majorly key, but the third box does have some you definitely want to look out for. But this one in particular is X-Men runs. Now, I don't know if I ordered these with specific books or they were basically random ones. We'll find out. But they packaged it well. This lot is supposed to be consisting of 31 comics for a grand total of $39.99 with shipping and handling, which comes out to about $1.29 a piece. So let's go over what we have, and I got 2 other boxes. And if any of these are significant books, you let me know. First one, X-Men number 168. Now I think there is a significance in this book. Now obviously with the X-Men coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, now's the time to start picking up some of these X-Men books, even if they're not key, because there might be people that might want to complete runs. Alright, so this looks like a specific run. This is 169, I think. Well, this one I definitely know has a first appearance in it. I don't remember what the significance of this book is, but I know by the cover it is definitely one that is significant. So those 2 are definitely worth $1. What is it, $1.39 a piece. Then we got X-Men number 170. Some of these are not going to be worth much, but you never know. Somebody might buy them to complete a run, and you could definitely sell these for more than $1.75 a piece. White Nova says, Chris, do you worry that leaving books so long to open, you won't have a case with eBay if there's damages? Well, at that point, there's nothing you can do, but stuff like this, I really, honestly don't care about. And some of the stuff, because when we moved from Florida to New York, just things got shuffled because you're boxing everything up. But anything of major significance, most of the time I unbox right away. And so far, if you've seen the unboxing videos I've done with these, nothing has ever been wrong or damaged. So if there's a damaged box, I'll open it right away. But if it looks whole and everything looks fine, I don't worry about those things. Because you create worry, and that can actually manifest things to actually happening. So as you can see, every single one I've done so far, nothing has been different from what it was, or nothing's been damaged. So, if you can't do it, I totally understand. But to me, this is something that makes it, it's just something I like to do. All right, so X-Men 200. This one I remember getting as a kid. X-Men 271. Same here. This is X-Men 272. And you can see they had a $4 price tag. So I definitely saved my money. This is Jim Lee art. Love the Jim Lee art. $279. I'm sorry, $278. This one's $279. I think this Andy Kubert. And we have $280. So these are some books that I got as a kid. This one definitely is significant. $281 is the first cameo appearance of Bishop. So that is definitely worth it right there. And the same with this one. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the first Wallace Partasio artwork. This one is the first of Bishop. This is $282. $283. I think that might be the full Bishop. It's been a while since I knew about those books, so somebody could place that in the comments section. So this is a pretty decent run of the late 80s, early 90s X-Men. That's when I got started, right around Jim Lee's artwork. $286, always loved this cover. So a lot of these I've had, but for the price I paid, definitely worth it. These all look to be in at least very fine to near mint condition. $288. $289. Definitely like that cover. This is when I liked Storm the most. I always hated her mohawk. I like the way Jim Lee and even Willis Portacio would draw her. That's $290. And we have $291. Then we have a bagged issue. This is $295. Oh, okay. And it's got the card in it, which is backwards, but it's Bishop and Wolverine. And this one is Cyclops and Jean Grey. So it's funny, this one was packaged backwards, so you can't see it. Then, I remember this one. They had this one listed at $6. This is X-Men 300, which the typical 90s fashion of all the special covers that they did. So this definitely seems like it's definitely worth the $39.99, and that includes shipping and handling. Legion Quest, X-Men. This is X-Men Deluxe. What year was this? That just says January. It's issue number 320. Here's a variant edition to Uncanny X-Men number 475. We have X-Men Annual 8. Annual 9 with the Mohawk Storm holding Thor's hammer. That would be pretty cool if they use that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because then something like that would definitely be going up in value. Uncanny X-Men Annual number 11, which they either bought or was trying to sell for $5. And then last but not least, Uncanny X-Men Annual 17. So all of those books came out to $39.99, and that includes shipping, for a total of $1.29 a piece. So definitely when the X-Men books come out, I could easily sell some of those books for a lot more. But like I said, a lot of times people want to complete runs, and there might be an insignificant book to you, but it might be something they needed to fill their collection, because a lot of times when people start collecting runs, they try and collect the more expensive stuff first to get that out of the way, because the cheap stuff usually tends to stay cheap. Alright, so they taped this one pretty good. So most people tend to need some of those that are not significant, at least, you know, first appearance, origin, and stuff like that wise. I'm not talking about it might not be, you know, it might be great reads to some people, but a lot of times when people are collecting runs, they're not reading the whole entire series. But there's plenty of people who do, so like I always say, there is never a wrong way. As long as you're doing it your way and it makes you happy, that's all that should matter. So never let anyone else's opinion influence you to do something that goes against what would have made you happy. Now, obviously, like I always say, there's nothing wrong with taking people's advice. But if all you do is take people's advice to the point where you never think for yourself, well, then other people are making you happy and you're not making yourself happy. So, do what makes you do you. Alright, so this is another run. They taped this pretty darn good, so I'm trying to do this without killing any of the comics. So this run, let's see, there is a grand total, let me see if I wrote it down. There's 34 comics, came out to $61.25, which came out to an average of $1.70 a piece. So some of these are going to be generic. Alright, so this is X-Men 82 and X-Force 97. So they put 2 in each bag, which is fine. We have Weapon X 17 and X-Force 121. Here's one I didn't know about. That's funny with this is definitely 90s. X-Force and Youngblood. Kind of a graphic novel kind of size. Alright, then we have Gambit number 4, Secret Defenders number 1. It's an interesting array in this one. Sabretooth and Mystique. And City of the Lost Children X-Force. Interesting. X-Force 20. X-Force 24. 26. And 37. I'm not really sure how the method to their madness with this numbering. X-Force 39 and X-Force 43. And we have a Deadpool cover. X-Force number 47, and the only way I know about that is because I'm reading the bark. Oh, it says it on the bottom. And X-Force number 49. X-Men 30. 39. Not the originals, obviously. Then we have X-Men 44. 49. So anything X-Men now is probably smart to get. I mean, some of these I don't think they're going to be worth much, but again, could be fillers. So even if I sold them $1, $2 a piece, I still made money on them, but it's not always about that. Alright, so we got X-Men 7, and then X-Men 326. Oh, that's the Adventures of the X-Men 7. So yeah, whoever put these in the bag and boards, they just randomly put books in here. So this one is Wolverine number 93 and Wolverine number 94. So actual back-to-back numbers for these. We have Wolverine 95 and 96. Nothing majorly amazing about this run. We have X-Men Deluxe number 51 and 52. So I doubt I'll be retiring off of any of these in this run, but that's okay. This is X-Force 53 and 54. Then we have X-Force number, well, it says Onslaught Impact number 2, number 58. The numbers are all over the place on these, that's weird. 58 and 59. And then last but not least, there are some significant books in here making it all worthwhile. We have Wolverine Limited Series number 2. And they put the son of Juggernaut battles the daughter of Wolverine. How interesting. And this is back in the 90s. Wonder if that'll have any significance. That's definitely way before X-23. And it says right here, battles the daughter of Wolverine. Interesting. And she looks like she has pitchforks for claws. And then, last but not least, Wolverine Limited Series issue number 1. This is definitely a key issue, one that many people will be seeking after when the Hulk 180s and the 181s of the world become way too unobtainial and become unaffordium. So this looks to be it's got a couple of color breaks, but nothing major. I'd say it's probably a 5.5 to 6.5 range. But for $1.70 each, just those last 2 books alone made the whole thing worth it, which is probably why I bought them, to be honest. Not for that other stuff. I think it was just for those 2 books. But hey, like I said, I could easily make my money back just on the Wolverine number 1, especially once they start making, teaser trailers and stuff, or the rumors are confirmed about Wolverine being in a movie. And then the rest, that's gravy. Alright, so this is the one that I definitely think, in my opinion, and that's just my opinion, you can differ, that this is a run you should be getting right now if you haven't gotten it already, because of the fact that there is a TV show eventually coming. These days with the whole situation that's going on in the world, you don't know when everything's going to be back to, or will be ever back to, quote-unquote, normal. But the good thing is, for us collectors, if you want to take lemonade out of these lemons, if this situation was never happened and all this stuff was just regular as it was supposed to go, well, these books would already be major expensive, and many people would not have been able to get them if they haven't gotten them at this point. So if you want to look at the bright side of anything, this gives you time to actually accumulate books that would have already been out of reach for many people. So there's always a bright side to look at things. Considering how crazy the world is today, anything that you can take out of it that's positive has got to be a good thing. Alright, so they bagged this up pretty good. They put some extra backing boards. I always say to save them, because you can use these as extra support for some of your more expensive comics. Alright, so this one I paid, give me a second because I wrote it down. I paid a grand total. We'll see if I wrote down how many books it has. Came out to $114.35. There are 39 books, about 38 books, for a total of $3 each. So these are definitely books worth getting. This is She-Hulk number 38, which is the last issue. So She-Hulk is definitely a book you should be thinking about getting, because she is getting her own TV show. It's 37. Issue 36. And you could probably still get these pretty cheap, because people probably, like they say, out of sight, out of mind. You could probably grab these for pretty decent prices. There's 35. They have some of the indents, but obviously that could be pressed out easily. And this comic company was selling these for $3.20 a piece, so I basically paid what they paid. And then we have number 33 with Secret Invasion. So we have a pretty good chance of seeing Secret Invasion in the movie theaters. So would that involve She-Hulk? Who knows? 32, another part of the Secret Invasion. Pretty cool how the Skrull is using the Hulk, well, the She-Hulk insignia as a weapon. Then we have issue 31. Issue 30. I like this cover. This is issue number 29. And I like how they did the She-Hulk. It's kind of indented in the ground. That's a really nice cover. Then we have She-Hulk number 28. Like any jail cell bars would be able to hold her. Then we have 27. Another cool cover. Issue number 26. '25 seems like a thicker issue. Another cool cover. This is, what is this, 24? Yep, 24. So She-Hulk holding up her own name. 23. '22. So I know this isn't a majorly significant video, but hey, you know, you never know, you might see a book that people like. I like this artwork right here. That's issue 21. Dan Slott was doing the artwork, I believe. Issue 20. '19, not one of my favorite covers, but okay. Issue 18, Planet Without a Hulk. That's another nice looking cover, fighting She-Hulk fighting Iron Man. Yeah, these are, I love the colors on this. This is issue number 17. I like how they drew Wolverine, don't like how they drew She-Hulk, but this is 16. So you got Wolvie on the cover. Then one without a bag and board. 15. This one to me seems like a lazy cover, but hey, you know, can't win them all. She-Hulk 14. This cover I like, with Thanos. She-Hulk number 13. Another nice cover. Love the colors of this. She-Hulk number 12. None of these have backing boards, but that's alright. Number 11. Weird looking cover. It looks like something you'd see out of a Rick and Morty episode. That's a cool cover. Number 10. Number 9. Then we have number 8. And now this is the second series of She-Hulk from 2006. This is the Civil War. My favorite cover of She-Hulk. I'm glad they had this one. This is number 7. And they put the price tag right over her face. But I absolutely love this artwork. It's beautiful. So I'm glad that was included. Then we have Thanos' brother. Issue number 6. I forget his name, but I'm sure many people will be able to fill in that blank. So this is some very good artwork. And we have issue number 5. And I want to thank the 20 people that were kind enough to hit the like button. Number 4. Me, I always love really nice artwork. Number 3, which is a double-sized. They call it She-Hulk number 100. I always love when they do that, when they reboot something and then they continue the number when it suits them. You know, issue quote-unquote 100, even though this is the next series and issue number 3. But it gets sales. It's another cover I really like. Issue number 2. And then let me see something. Yes. Now, the person said This was supposed to be signed by Greg Horn. Now, that to me does not look like that's a signature. If you have this book, I mean, it doesn't matter to me anyway, considering the price I paid, but She-Hulk #1, is that Greg Horn supposed to be there right there? Or is that the actual signature? Because that's pretty small. Let's take a look. Or maybe it's on the inside. Huh. So there you go. Somebody could have, when they said, aren't you worried about it? Well, there you go. So this one was supposed to be signed by Greg Horn. So it seems it wasn't. But honestly, like I said, I don't care. I mean, yeah, it's a little disappointing, but considering I haven't opened it in God knows how many, like over a year or so, I can live with it. I'm not one of those people that's going to get extremely mad. So the person said, because normally Greg Horn does a G with an H and a circle around it, and I do not see that anywhere, and I doubt that was the signature. So, hey, you know, what are you going to do? I'm not one of those people that's going to go hysterical over something, especially, like I said, if I haven't opened this, it's way past any time to do anything about it. So, you live and you learn. But for the price I paid for everything, I'm not going to complain anyway. And overall, looks pretty good. So those are the books. I mean, nothing of major significance, no major grails or keys or anything, but still books you can get cheap. And if you can buy something for $3 and sell it for $6, well, you double your money. So definitely worth it, especially the X-Men one with that Wolverine #1, a limited series, made it all worth it right there. Yeah, D. Lopera says, yeah, it's a G, his full signature would be bigger. So yeah, so the person lied about that, but like I said, it wasn't a big deal anyway. I mean, She-Hulk is going to be absolutely popular, especially once they finally start getting the show going, and these books will continue to go up. So, am I disappointed that happened? Sure, but am I going to, end my life over it? No. These things happen, and that's life, and it shows that maybe you shouldn't hold your boxes all the time, but that's the first one ever so far that has not been what it's supposed to be. I can live with it. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Let's do today's surprise subscriber shoutouts. If you are one of the 2 surprise subscriber shoutouts and you are still here to hear this, you will be able to post in the comments section a link to your YouTube channel if you make videos. If you don't make videos and you'd prefer, or you just prefer to do a link for your social networks, you can do that. And if you don't want to do that and you sell something on eBay, if you want to promote one of your auctions, you could post the link to one of your auctions as a choice as well. So just remember, I have to approve them first. So if you place a link, you will not see it right away. I have to approve it first to make sure it's not anything inappropriate. Because believe me, I get these porn sites every day trying to post their links to their porn sites. No one ever sees it because I'm just smarter than them. So with that being said, we're going to go with #1 as Jamie Sandova. You are the first surprise subscriber shout out. And because you did so many comments, I think I've picked you before, but that's alright. White Nova, you will be the second surprise subscriber shout out because you definitely did the most comments out of anybody. So if either one of you want to post any of those links that I mentioned, feel free to do so. Thank you to the 22 people that hit the like button. I know this isn't a video of major significant books, but hey, sometimes you just got to go with the comic runs and see something that maybe you need to add to your collection that you didn't think about that you can get for pretty cheap. So at least it's a video where you can have books that are definitely affordable to get. So thanks for watching. Thank you to the 22 people that hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, it is not you, it is not I, it is we love comics. I hope you all have a great day. I will see